So this week we're going to be doing the Kimura trap and then some defenses from this Kimura and then what we can do back into it. Okay, so we're going to have both sides of the equation, from the bottom half guard and then for the top and then back to the bottom, just so that we have some ideas of what we can do. So we're going to start in what we call Z-guard or knee shield, right? I have my foot either on my own foot so he can't push it that way, or floating, and I try my best to keep it between his two shoulders here. I typically don't want it across his belt because it's easier for him to smash and pass and stuff. So I like it up. And then my hands are usually like framing because I don't want him to cross face me. One of his big things is to clear my leg and smash me flat to the ground. So I keep my shin up and I keep my hands here. What we're gonna do is right away get this Kimura. So this hand's just gonna slide to the bottom, thumb on the outside. This leg is gonna kick through as I reach over that shoulder, through, and then again my thumbs are like a monkey grip here, okay? And now I'm gonna dump off that shoulder, off that elbow here, and pull in. And now I don't want him to stick his hand in here and block it, so as soon as I fall down, I'm gonna kind of slow it down once I get to this point so I don't hurt my training partner. My left elbow is exceptionally important to stay tight. This whole thing is, I'm just gonna keep this here, right? The whole move now is just kind of opening the door with his hand this way. So it's around 90 degrees, right? I keep his shoulder pinned, and then this is gonna be the motion, okay? So with my hand here, I pin this so that it doesn't lift up, and then I can start to turn. Now, one of his options when I start to put pressure is he'll just do a forward roll, right, this way. So as he rolls, I'm gonna follow him, boom, okay? And I put my close side hip on him, and now I take my top leg and step over. And now I'm gonna be able to paint the floor with his hand here and cause that same Kimura. So let's just jump through that one more time a little bit faster. Okay, so I have my knee shield up and over, get my Kimura, boom, finish here. Or if he rolls, boom, I'm gonna spin and stop and go with it. Step. Now the reason I'm going hip down and here instead of on my knees and trying to finish is he'll turn on his side and I can finish here. It's just more difficult, okay? But that is another option for you. Now, from the top person's perspective, we have a couple of things to do as well. So as he throws that Kimura in and he starts to turn me in, I want to hide my hand, of course, right? Or if I have to, I can step up and keep it locked in. But I do it here. My hand, I want it not on the floor, but on his hip. And I'm going to lean towards his armpit to lift his elbow up. And then I raise his wrist that's trapped in here up towards the ceiling, okay? So to do that, I'm gonna turn you a little bit this way, okay? So as soon as he hits that, I'm gonna block, push up, pin, so a lot of times I'll keep my hand here, and then I lift with his wrist. Now, if this doesn't work as a submission and he lets go of himself, sometimes at least it saves me from getting tapped. Now, another option here is, as this is happening and we're battling back and forth, I'm trying to protect my arm, sometimes you're able to step out and pass that leg. As soon as that happens, I want to step over with the head side and essentially just spiral around and sit into an arm bar. So I bring my knees close, sit back, and I have the arm bar. This foot, I like to hug this shoulder, and I'm pinching my knees exceptionally tight, and as I fall around, I just right into that arm bar. Okay, so let's do that one more time. He sends that Kimura, I trap, hide my arm, put pressure, lift, and lift, or if he lets go, I take my arm out. Option two, I pass this leg, I step over, I spiral, and then I'm gonna start fighting for the arm bar. Okay, I'm pinching my knees, pulling tight, this foot's underneath, right, so that he can't move that arm. Now, we're gonna head back to the bottom again real quick. And I know that he can do those things to me. So as I get that cleared and I start to do this, and he starts to either step over, right? He starts to attack the armbar is what I feel is happening, right? So he goes to start to step. As soon as he starts to step over my head with this leg, as soon as he starts to do that, I straighten my arms, I push into his hip. Okay, go ahead and finish. I'm gonna turn to the other side, and then I pull him into me. And so now I end up having his back, okay? So again, we're just gonna kind of change angles. Okay, so I get the Kimura, I'm trying to get it, but maybe he steps, and he starts to attack me. As soon as he does, I push and straighten my arms, and all I do is go from my right hip to my left hip. and then I pull him back in. And now I end up on his back, and I can start attacking from the back.